Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Palantir stock. So what is this massive move that you saw on the thumbnail of this video that I'm talking about? That can Palantir do this massive move? Can we continue much higher? We have a really good breakout today, so we'll talk about all of that in this video, how to trade this structure, what to look for, and is this going to form a near-term double top, or are we just continuing higher? What everything we have to look for in Palantir price action, right? So let's talk about all of that in this video. But once I let you know, none of this is any financial advice. It's only for education purposes. I'm just sharing here my opinion, nothing more than that. So guys, it's been, I think, a couple of days and maybe a week that I last time talked about Palantir. And the reason I didn't talk about much in follow-ups, because the last time I talked about was, guys, this was the blue box I provided, that any pullback staying above it is just bullish and this thing can continue higher. So structure stayed up and up. There was nothing changing on it. So I didn't find the need to talk about it because I was covering other stocks as well with you guys, right? So now we are at a pivotal moment again, that are we just, because we did a breakout of this recent high at the level of $27.49. Now, are we going to continue higher, or is this a double top? So let's take first out of the picture the possibility of double top. But before that also, what are the next possible highs that we are looking at? And that could be, guys, pretty much previous highs, right? Let me actually adjust something on my indicator, and I can adjust this timeline here. Let's take it all the way back where the previous levels are and let the stuff load. All right, now we have some levels on the higher side as well to watch, right? So on the weekly interval, yeah, can Palantir go to $29.41, then $31.26, sorry, 33, 32, 31, sorry, all of those levels to the upside. And then eventually $45 is where the high has been, right? All-time highs. Can Palantir do all of that, right? So yeah, let's talk about that. But before that, I want to first talk about this possibility of, is this becoming a potential double top? So guys, so for this to become a double top, we have to see this thing do a flush below $27.47 tomorrow, and thus making it a false breakout. And then eventually, if it loses this level of $25 and almost 50 cents, then only this will be a double top, because this is where the huge consolidation is for the neckline. Good pivots, then a reaction again, a resistance, and then a supply zone. So that's the final confirmation with tomorrow flush below 27 and 47 cents. And then eventually in coming days, once we lose 25 and 50 cents, then only this will start to look a double top. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, yes, Palantir can still continue higher. There are just much more levels to the upside that it can still make its journey. And I'll talk about that on lower time frame in just a second. But I want to take you back to the weekly interval. So on the weekly interval, overall, what we have been seeing in Palantir, guys, is this thing on weekly interval has higher pivots, right? Higher lows and higher highs on weekly intervals. So yes, structure is still bullish, and now it's trying to make a new higher high. So yeah, Palantir is right now, guys, still bullish, and the next level to watch is like almost $30, then 31 and 25 cents, and so forth levels as you're seeing up there on my chart, right? If you need access to my tools, links on the description below that marks automatic levels, all of this stuff, right? So let's go to the hourly interval now, and let's talk about, for the near-term trades, what can we be expecting. Now, well, one more thing, guys. Sorry, guys. Before that, so let's go to the daily interval back again, and I'm not quite sure how this blue box moved here for some reason. I think I had it over here. Yeah. So now this blue box, I want to move it back up here. Why so? And I'll talk about this reason in just a second. Palantir, any pullback if it comes, but if Palantir stays above this blue box, that's just a pullback into this blue box, guys. Until then, structure on this will still remain bullish. And not just that, I would actually want to extend this blue box all the way down here. I mean, until then, Palantir still can remain bullish, okay? So overall structure on Palantir is still bullish and can continue to remain bullish. There is this even pullbacks if it comes to $26.19, that's just going to be a pullback, guys, nothing more than that. And As I said, $25.50 is also a good structural support still until then. That's why it's a little bit of a wider box. All right. Now let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk about a couple of things over there. So you can see we little bit came down today after pre-market gap up, which is fine. That always happens when we have a gap up or gap down, things tries to refill back in that direction. And then we got bought back up, got above the level again. So for intraday trade, if we break above tomorrow $27.97, it's just an upside play. If we lose the significant level of $27.47, you can expect at least some intraday cool off. But since overall structure is bullish, I would only suggest that if pullback happens, comes, let the pullback do its course, let it do its thing. And you can just, once you start to see the price action hold at these significant levels like that, double bottom forming, consolidation forming, you can just play back again to the upside, right? So blue box is still a really good support in my opinion, guys. Even if pullbacks comes, continue, structure overall will still remain bullish. And as per the principles of trading, at least my principles of trading, I always suggest take at least partial profits out in the extensions. You always have opportunities to reload in the pullbacks with the stop loss on the other side, right? And that's how I trade. You can go and trade however you like, but I'm just providing my opinion. And if you find my advices helpful, implement them. If you don't find them helpful, guys, that's also fine. You just do your own thing, okay? I'm not here to convince you into anything. I'm just sharing my opinion. So yeah, and decisions are yours, guys. Outcomes are yours as well. All right. So that's Palantir, and just let's actually take a look at the short volume data on Palantir, how things are looking like in that regards. So, okay, this is one outlier, 38 short volume percent and poor short sellers. And that's why price action is the most important thing, because just a short volume in itself is not sufficient. You have to see the overall price action. If this short volume would come higher with the break of structure, then I would consider a high importance in the equation. But since it was already in the uptrend, short sellers came high, and then the next green candle, once it took out the body of the previous, all those short sellers started covering, and that's also add this fuel to the fire, right? So that also takes this price points higher than eventually. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because these data really helps in understanding the reasons behind these explosive moves as well in the price action, right? Okie dokie, guys. Is there anything else left to cover on Palantir? Nope. Let's again just showing you the weekly interval. Yeah, as I showed you guys, this is still holding structured in the bullish territory on the weekly. We have higher highs, higher lows, right? We are still bullish on Palantir in the overall structure. So yeah, that's that. All right, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. If you need access to my tools, links in the description below. All right, bye.